everyone, welcome to another Tips and Tricks episode here on Dole Whip Wishes and Castle Dreams. We've got a great resort review for you today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you join our YouTube family. We do lots of great tips and tricks for you for visiting Disney, along with some copycat recipe videos for when you can't get to the park but you're really craving some Disney snacks. And of course we do some Disney crafts that include just some fun stuff to do around the house, or it also includes some stuff that you can do to get ready for your upcoming trips. So please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the bell so you're not missing any of our episodes. We've got a new one each week, at least one. We often do bonus videos too, so sometimes it's twice a week. So be sure to tap that bell so you don't miss any of those. So today we are going to be doing a review of the amazing Beach Club Resort at Walt Disney World. This is one of the deluxe resorts. There are 3 tiers at Disney when it comes to which resorts you can stay at if you want to stay on property, or OP as us veterans like to call it. And there's a lot of perks for staying on property. I know it can get a bit pricey, but there are definitely lots of perks. You should check out our website. I'll put a link below for pros and cons of staying OP. And I really recommend you checking that out if you're not sure. But the 3 tiers are value, moderate, and deluxe. And of course that goes from least expensive to most expensive. This is one of the pricier resorts at Disney, but we believe that it is worth the price because it's such a beautiful resort. It's beachy, laid back vibe. It's kind of like classy laid back though. It's not like, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but it's really just got this vibe that's just so relaxing and yet upscale, if that makes sense. Everything is themed really meticulously, from the carpets to the wallpaper and the furnishings. All of that is just so on theme. One of the things that Disney does really well. This resort is in the Epcot Hollywood Studios area, is located on the Disney Boardwalk, which is just an area that surrounds obviously a boardwalk that goes around a lake. It's beautiful. There's a few other resorts there, some that are considered on property, like the Yacht Club, which is the Beach Club's sister property. There's also the Boardwalk Hotel, a resort, which the Boardwalk was named, and it also has some good neighbor resorts, the Dolphin and the Swan hotels, which aren't technically Disney owned, but they do a lot of the perks that come along with staying on property. Those 2 resorts also have some of the similar perks, but not all of the same. Let's talk a minute about the restaurants that the Beach Club has. It's got Cape May Cafe, which is actually a character dining restaurant. It doesn't have Mickey, but it does have Minnie and I believe Donald and Pluto and perhaps Goofy. But what I love about it is their beach theme attire. So that's what I love about all the different character dinings, is that you can go to different places and yeah, you're meeting the characters you love, but their outfits change and it's just a lot of fun to get pictures with them. It's a little bit easier to get reservations at Cape May Cafe than it is, say, Chef Mickey's, which is really hard to get a reservation for. So if you're wanting to do character dining and maybe you haven't been able to get in anywhere else, I would definitely recommend checking there. Because although Mickey's not there, a lot of the other ones are, and it's still a great time and the food is awesome. There's also Hurricane Hannah's Bar and Grill, which, like its name sounds, it is a bar but also serves food, and it's a quick service. So if you're looking for a quick bite to eat, they've got great food, kid-friendly, including the kids' meals. A lot of them come in the sand pails with a little scooper, so like the kids can play with those after they eat their meal. It's really fun. There's also Martha's Vineyard, which is a lounge. You can go in the evenings, relax a little bit, listen to some music. It's really nice. And of course, we can't forget Beaches and Cream, which is the most yummy ice cream place. It's really hard to get a reservation there, but they are most well known for their kitchen sink sundae, which is huge. We've had it before. It's a huge ordeal. If you haven't done it before, I highly recommend trying it at least once, because it's just so much fun. I won't spoil it for you, but it's just a lot of fun. So if you haven't tried that yet, I definitely recommend it. I know they are closing for refurbishments soon if they haven't already, which I'm super bummed because we wanted to go there on our upcoming trip, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be open. I'm really sad. But if it is open when you're there, if you can't get a reservations, because like I said, it's hard to get one there. It's a really small place, so they don't have a lot of tables. There is a to-go side, and you can get a smaller version of their kitchen sink to go, and it comes in this cute little Mickey sink kind of thing. It's really cute, a lot of fun, and you get to take that home. It's a great souvenir, so you can check that out. This resort does participate in the refillable mugs program as well. If you are staying there, you want to purchase a refillable mug. It comes with a chip in the bottom, so it knows when you're staying there, so you can get free refills. As long as you're staying there, just kind of weigh it to see if it's worth it for you, if you're going to use it enough, if you're going to be at the resort enough where it'd be worthwhile to purchase. And also keep in mind that they usually have limited places for where you can refill it at the resort. So just maybe check in first, see where your room is, see if it's close enough that it's worthwhile. Those are just some things to think about. There's a ton of stuff to do at the Beach Club Resort. When you check in, be sure to ask for your recreational activities flyer. That'll list all the fun stuff they've got going on there, and it'll tell you about all the great amenities that they have available. I know they've got a exercise room, they've got an arcade, which kids always seem to love. You can go out on the marina and rent boats to go fishing, or just, they have fireworks. You can go see fireworks out there. There's just a lot going on, so make sure you request one of those when you check in, or after you get to your room, you can call down and request one. They can get that for you. If you've forgotten any items or you want to pick up some souvenirs, there is a small marketplace inside the resort where you can do that. They've got lots of cute resort-themed souvenirs as well that you won't find other places. So be sure to check that out. They also have some snacks, including some food, some smaller food items that you can request. I think like pizza and little pizzas and that kind of stuff, sandwiches. You can get all of that there, so just be sure to check that out. When it comes to getting around outside of the resort, they have, of course, the buses that will provide transport to and from the parks. Just be warned, it can get pretty busy, so you might end up waiting to go either to the parks or to come back from the parks. If you are renting a car, which we do a lot just because I like to have that available to me, I really don't like waiting for the buses. Just remember that they do now charge to park overnight at the resorts. So you'll be paying that fee, and then you'll also be paying to park at the parks. So you're going to want to make sure you factor that cost in if you do rent a car. Otherwise, the Disney bus transportation is free to use as a guest of the hotel. This resort also participates in the Magical Express, which if you are traveling to the Orlando airport, they have a bus that specifically comes from that airport to all of the resorts. You do have to sign up for that ahead of time, so make sure if you're doing your own reservations that you add that to your reservation.
Next, we're going to talk a little bit about the rooms. You'll see here they are a pretty standard size room, which was surprising considering this is a deluxe resort, and the rooms about the size of most of the moderate resorts as well. So again, we wouldn't recommend paying more if you're going to be spending a lot of time in the room. The moderate resort rooms are about this size as well. So, but if you're not going to spend a whole lot of time in your room and you're there for the amenities, which we do recommend, you definitely pick this resort, because last but certainly not least, I want to talk about the number one reason we chose to stay here, and it was this pool right here. We feel it is the best resort pool, bar none, at all of the Disney resorts. It is Stormalong Bay, and it is spectacular. There is a lazy river. There's a sand. They make their own sand, and they have it in a zero entry pool. So like the kids can play in the sand, and then even the little ones can get into the water, and it's just amazing. And we can't forget the very awesome pirate water slide that goes over the walkway there on the boardwalk itself, from one side to the other into a pool in Stormalong Bay. It's amazing. We can't recommend it enough. We spent days there. It was incredible. But just keep in mind that you do have to be staying at this resort or the yacht club in order to partake of this pool because it is so popular. Some of the other resorts will let you come in and swim in their pools, like say if you're a DVC member, or sometimes their security is not as stringent at other pools, but this one you will absolutely have to have your magic band, and you will need to be staying in the beach club or the yacht club to enjoy the pool. That was our review for the Beach Club Resort. Hope you enjoyed it. It's located again on the Disney Boardwalk. Isn't it beautiful? We just love staying there. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we hope to see you real soon.